Meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist. Lostprophets in studio tonight.
Hello.
It's Jamie and Mike both here. Start something, name of the CD. These guys were in right after the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And because you played the K-Rock Super Bowl
That's right.
party and then came here immediately after. Super Bowl, not a big thing. Were you guys from Wales?
Yes.
Is this American football's no big deal over there?
Not really, no.
Well, it gets showing.
Yeah.
It gets showed. The Super Bowl.
Actually,
will be seen.
there's a town in Newport that have their own American football team,
Oh, really?
but
Yeah.
they don't. I don't think they wear the pads. I think. it's
No,
just
they wear
kind
the
of-
pads. It's
Do they?
proper American football.
Wow.
Yeah. I went
Without Americans.
I went training with them once.
Yeah, it's
It's
rough.
hard. Yeah.
Well, you know, it struck me that soccer's basically caught on here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's caught on in terms of it's being played as much as any sport. It's not being paid attention to probably as much as it is
Right.
in the UK. But I would bet just because of the amount of people we have over here, there's probably more junior soccer teams, like 9-year-olds playing soccer in the United States than probably in Europe.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well, not in Europe, but in
Well,
England.
maybe connect them.
So that should mean you're actually better. You should be.
No, it means
better.
we should be. We suck.
We should be.
We really suck.
You've got a really good female team.
I'll tell you why we're not that good. A, we don't care. B, we send our white guys. We keep the black guys for the important stuff, you know. And then it's sort of like why a lot of the Chinese can't drive out here, which is not enough generations.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like when your grandfather was driving a bike, and his father, and then his son, your dad rode a bike, and then you're like the first guy to get a car in your entire village. You're not going to be very good. And this is what we are with soccer. We need a few generations.
Yeah.
We need guys whose dads and grandpas played, and we don't there's no grandpas that ever played soccer,
No.
not even any dads, right?
Right.
It's like the first generation.
Right. Well, there's some dads now. You're getting that point.
It kind of works the other way as well with ice hockey in the UK, because we've got a lot of ice hockey teams, but they're crap.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They don't have enough.
And we
Yeah.
try and buy Canadian ice hockey players,
Sure.
and they just come in and destroy everybody
But
else.
they have curling.
Yeah.
They got curling, which is a huge. They got curling and ice fishing over there, which to me suggests a problem. The country has a problem with booze. If you think about it,
It does
ice
suggest
fishing
that,
is what
yeah.
you do when you want to drink and
And
be
curling,
left alone.
you should be
Curling
drunk.
is what you do when you're drunk.
Yeah.
So yeah, ice fishing you do to get the buzz, and then you go out and curl once you got the buzz going.
You ever seen a curling rink?
I have seen.
They're huge.
I've seen.
enormous.
It's an Olympic sport. Have you guys seen curling?
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit.
They take this.
Like bowls, yeah.
They take
It's mesmerizing.
It's a little bocce ball. It's a little bowling. It's
It's like a big lump of stone
It's a
with a handle.
little maintenance work.
the broom.
Yeah,
They take.
they clean the ice.
They
The
take-
sanitation engineer.
They take like a frozen turkey with a rope on it, and they
with
just
a
it's
handle
a weird
on it.
weight, yeah. And they slide this weight,
It's a little bit of shuffleboard.
and somebody runs in front of it and sweeps very vigorously to steer it.
Is that a professional sport then?
I think. It's, it's your country.
What would be the description of the people? Their job title of the people that clean the ice.
Jackass.
Drunken
yeah,
jackass.
yeah.
I do ice cleaning.
It's
I
I don't
clean
know.
ice.
And by the way, are there any? I don't know when that was made an Olympic sport, and I know they always have the Olympic trial sports. When do we say no? You know what I mean? It's like, all right, curling, Olympic trial sport. Let's see what you guys got. All right, you Canucks, slide that frozen turkey out there. You retard who's drunk, run out front of it with a broom. All right, gentlemen, we've seen enough. We're moving on. Sorry, that will not be making the Olympics. By the way, we let you guys in. We got to let everyone in. You understand? If we make this an official Olympic sport, who are we going to say no to?
Right.
They're all going to go, what about the curling? See what I'm saying? And we should just
Absolutely.
nip that one in the bud. And it's not like it comes from ancient Greece or anything, does it?
I doubt it.
No, I don't think it does.
I don't think they have
Engineer
ice.
Chris, get on that internet and find out when curling entered the Olympics.
He's like, okay,
Okay.
do I have to?
You have to do it. All right.
It's your
Now,
job.
See the calendar pages blowing by and the trees changing, leaves falling, snow gathering. Now the thaw again. Eventually, Drew will head over there and find it. Yes, Drew?
Absolutely.
All right.
Around late spring.
All right. Lost Prophets here tonight. We'll hear something off the CD. They're going to be at the House of Blues, by the way, this sunset.
Friday.
This Friday. Mm-hmm. House of Blues, Sunset. On Sunset. This Friday, everybody. $14. That's cheap.
That is cheap for 3 bands.
Oh,
Three
really?
good bands.
Three
actually.
good bands.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, that's cheap for just you guys.
I know.
Yeah.
We don't sell ourselves short, really, but we like to offer a service.
Yeah,
at a
that's
low
smart.
rate.
No, let the
Good
kids
service, too.
Let the kids go out and see a show.
Yeah.
Not paying an arm and a leg. Drew, you ready to go? Kat,
Kind of.
Cat?
Oh, hi. Sorry.
you're 16. What's up?
Yeah. Okay, I'm a lesbian, and my girlfriend and I have been worked together for 5 months now, coming up on 5 months. And every time we have sex, either oral or any kind of sex at all, she comes really quickly, like within 2 minutes probably. And I don't know, I mean, obviously I'm not doing a bad job, but I don't know, what is there that I can do to make it last longer, I guess?
Is she complaining?
No, she's not complaining, but I don't know, I wish it would last a little longer.
Well, does she have to close up shop as soon as she has the orgasm?
No, I don't know. I just I've tried making it last longer.
No, listen, answer that question.
Everybody, please listen. Would you just stop just bulldozing forward with your same retarded questions? Does she have to stop after she has the orgasm?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
She does?
Yeah.
Why?
She says it's too sensitive.
Can you have an orgasm first before her?
Can I? Yeah, I can usually have more than one.
Oh, all right. Well, no, that's good.
Yeah,
right?
That's a plus.
But why don't you do your thing first and then finish?
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
matter.
what I've been doing. I don't know. I was just wondering if there was anything you guys could help me with, any tips or something I could try to make it.
Maybe put all that stuff that burns away warts on her clitoris. Setting it up, be like shoe leather.
I dissolve it.
You won't even know. You burn it with a cigarette. She wants to what?
Spray.
She'll be like, I smell burning flesh. What is that? Drew, I don't know. Ice it down.
No,
what do you think?
I can't.
Look, Coke. Liquid Coke's good.
I
If you
think
can get
both
the
of them are
liquid
very
stuff.
lucky people.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
You
medication.
shouldn't
Gotta
be moaning
get-
about that at all.
There's medication that can do this, but I certainly wouldn't recommend it.
There is? What is it?
Well, the
Coke.
Prozac and Zoloft and things can delay it. Things.
Just get drunk.
Yeah.
Get drunk.
She's 16.
Okay.
She's 16. She should stick to heroin.
Just,
Hey,
okay.
all right, Kat. Good times.
Yes?
Yeah. And how fast can she rebound after she has her orgasm?
Sometimes not at all. Like sometimes, like after a couple minutes, like she's okay to go again, but then I can't make her come after that. So usually she can only come once.
Interesting. All right. She's like one of those Derringer pistols. You know what I mean? It's just she's got the one shot. You keep it in your sock.
Sounds like you, Mike.
Goes off really easily.
It goes off easily. It's got not much range.
Can't reload.
No, that's it. It's just for that one thing where the the guy pulled the ace out of his boot and he's been cheating. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Pow.
Yeah.
Anytime.
I watched a little Starsky and Hutch tonight.
The movie or the old
TV
old
show.
Yeah.
And it hadn't been turned on for more than a minute and a half before cars just start flying through trash cans. Just trash cans piled up, trash cans falling over, boxes. You always have fight in an alley with trash cans and boxes.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys get to watch much American TV, but back in the 70s, it was one big, long fight in an alley with guys flying into boxes that didn't appear to have anything in them.
Yeah, by the way, I don't know I've ever seen boxes stacked in an alley.
Certainly
Seen a few
not
trash
just
cans.
filled with
Nothing.
shredded newspaper.
Just refrigerator boxes.
Yeah, just piles and piles of boxes filled with shredded newspaper. Never nothing sharp, nothing rusty, nothing, ironically, that you'd be throwing away in that box.
Or keeping in a box or sending in a box.
And then lots of trash cans just to be knocked over everywhere you go.
That was the 70s, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I worked in a jean shop, and we had to fold the boxes and put them into night parcels.
Yeah, to break them down.
Yeah. But maybe back then, they didn't have foldable cardboard boxes.
No, back then they had horrible television.
A horrible TV.
Yeah.
And it was basically
that too.
The same 5 stunts that just happened over and over, all in an alley. The other thing I haven't seen in a long time, they don't do on TV anymore, is back in the day when a guy was on the lam, he would get his car painted because they were looking for a green Oldsmobile.
Right.
Aha! He'd pull it into his buddy's shop, get it painted red. But somehow they would scratch the paint off. Now they just realize best just to get a new car. We have to wait till actually get the car painted. It can take months sometimes to get a car painted. Think about that. You get your car painted. You could have cops chasing you, shooting at you. You'd pull into an Earl Shive and get the car painted while they were waiting outside. And then you'd pull out and they couldn't find you. Hey, they can't find you anymore. You got it painted.
And then you die in quicksand.
Yeah, then you drive into quicksand.
Yeah.
You guys have quicksand in Wales?
Not much of it, no.
Not a lot?
I don't know.
Don't most people die in quicksand?
A lot of people used to die
Actually,
on TV
a lot of
here.
Welsh people die in quicksand.
Quicksand, that's right. Well, like anywhere.
Yeah. I really thought growing up there was a 50-50 chance I was going to go in quicksand. Like I've got it down to about 30% now.
We have pools spread out. Honestly, in every single town in Wales there's a pool called the Dead Man's Pool.
Yeah.
And you don't walk anywhere near the Dead Man's Pool because apparently it's like, 9 million miles deep. And
really?
You go anywhere near it and you fall in. So it's kind of like quicksand, only wet.
You mean there'd be like old mines that would be filled with water or something?
Well, I have no idea. I don't go
And
anywhere
of course,
near
anyone
it.
knows
They call
that
the
if
Dead
you-
Man's Pool.
If you
know?
step in water, it sucks you down.
Well, and the Dead Man's Pool does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
It'd
be
be
careful.
a live man's fool to go near the Dead Man's Pool. You see that?
Yeah, touche.
I could work as a lifeguard in one of those places. Colleen?
Yes.
You're 23?
Yes.
All right. What's up?
Well, I found out about 2 weeks ago that I'm pregnant, and I've been having sex with my boyfriend, the one that I'm pregnant by. And I've been having cramps that I would normally get like around my menstrual cycle, but it's only after I orgasm.
Well, even so, do you want to keep this pregnancy going?
Yeah.
You do.
Have you seen an obstetrician yet?
No, I haven't. I just found out, and I've been to Planned Parenthood. I'm getting on Medicaid and all that stuff.
You have been to Planned Parenthood?
Yeah, I went today to Planned Parenthood and got a form for Medicaid to go.
Did you tell them you were having crampy abdominal pain?
No, I didn't. I asked them if I could talk to somebody about this type of stuff, and I set up an appointment for next week.
Are you having any bleeding or spotting?
No, I haven't had any bleeding or spotting.
Okay, if the pain becomes severe, you got to go to the hospital right away, okay? Because
Okay.
this can be a sign of an ectopic pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
It can be the sign of a pregnancy.
What's that?
The pregnancy starts in the tube instead of the uterus,
Yeah.
and that can rupture the tube and bleed and be a big mess.
Okay.
Okay, so that would need to be treated emergently. And
Because the
this-
kid's growing? Is it because
Yeah.
the thing grows
Yeah.
in the tube?
yeah, just pops it.
That is so
Eventually,
weird.
see the kid's face
Even
sticking
if
out
it's
of
only
your side?
like a month
through
or
rubber?
a month and a half long.
What's that?
I'm only at least a month long, if
Yeah,
at most a month and a half long.
that's about when it happens.
Hey, Colleen,
Yeah.
were you ever into speed?
Into speed. Oh no.
Huh?
Stay
How
away
dare
from
you.
that stuff.
Why?
Why do I stay away from it?
Yeah.
Why should I get into speed? Are you guys serious?
Yeah. All right. So you never had a
Good
problem.
answer.
You never had a
Trick
problem with it.
question.
No, I've never
All
had
right.
a problem with speed. I smoke pot, and
Oh, there we go.
What's your any
that's
other
my
drugs?
extensive drug use.
All right. You doing all right?
So, yeah, I mean, I'm a little freaked out. It's my first pregnancy, but
Right. Well, what's going on? I don't trust this guy. And what about Medicaid? Where's your insurance?
I don't have insurance. I'm a waitress.
All right. Does your boyfriend have a job?
Yes, he has a job. He's a waiter.
All right. All right. Well,
So we're getting on the Medicaid stuff. But I was just worried, and it even happens like, I was masturbating the other day, and it didn't have any, I didn't have anything inside me or whatever, and
Sure.
I still got the cramps.
Yeah, it may be nothing, but it could be something heading towards a miscarriage. So you got to get this checked out, or it could be
Okay.
something more serious like an ectopic.
Okay.
all right. You
All right.
go see a doctor.
Okay.
All right,
All
baby
right.
doll.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank
luck.
you. Good
Bye.
luck. All right.
I like the way she got 23 is my first pregnancy. Hey, what took so long?
Yeah, baby. Wow. Old maid. 23's old for by LoveLine
Our
standards.
college, yeah.
Yeah. Lostprophets here tonight. Guys are from Wales.
Hello.
Where's Wales? Is that an island?
No.
It's like an island.
It's like an island?
Yeah.
It's
Is it-
near
if you-
England, right?
If you imagine the UK to look
Right.
a little bit like a kangaroo,
All right. all
we
right.
would be the pouch.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
The warm
It's the
place.
best way to describe it. Most people think Wales is in England, but actually the UK is made up of four
parts.
countries,
Yeah.
and we are one country in our own right.
Yeah.
We just call them all England, though.
Yeah, we just call them England.
I know.
But
We
it's
call
like
the entire, like,
Wales,
you know,
England.
America, America.
South America and North
Yeah.
America.
We're
All
easy.
Canadian.
Now this whole Middle Eastern thing, like when it's like, he's not Middle Eastern, he's Pakistani. Or he's not Arab, he's Middle Eastern. To me, it's like, look, he ain't black, he ain't Mexican, he's not from Wales. That's about as much. Chinese. I only have so many. I only have so much range. You know, I have to
British
start
is
lumping.
an easy one because
British, yeah.
covers everybody. In
I got to start lumping stuff in, and I really, even though I know we've been going at it with the whole Middle East thing for at least a few years now, I can't sort out all the stands, and then when the whole Russian thing fell apart. And all this Kazakhstan was going in it with Uzbekistan and Krapensburg and everything, and everyone was turning on each other. I had no idea what was going on. They were like, "There's genocide going on in Krapstansburg," and I was like, "This is an outrage."
Is this bad?
Yeah, this is well. First off, what's genocide, and then secondly, where's Krapstansburg? It's like all I can say. That's bad. And then someone should do something, except for not me, because I don't know where it is. But
And you're lazy.
yeah, and I'm lazy. But the whole Soviet thing really screwed everything up. Now it's all a mess. Everything's I don't even know what's going on over there. All I know is you got England, you got Canada, and I should say you got what were we just calling England over there?
Wales.
Britain.
Oh,
Britain.
yeah, Britain. You got Canada, you got the United States. That's about it these days. That's just play it smart. Hang out here.
Yeah.
Go to Canada, by the way. They got a lot of territory over there.
Man, do that.
Yeah, they got room. And stay away from the stands and all those places. All right, let's take one more call. I want to hear a Lost Prophets song, yeah? Mm-hmm. Brent? Brent?
Hi,
All right.
yes.
Yes,
Oh,
you're
there he
21. What's up?
Yeah, I just had a question for Dr. Drew. I wanted to know what is it that I get attracted to unavailable women. Right now, I particularly are still hung up on a stripper.
What attracts you to a stripper?
Last thing.
Yeah, let's think.
Sequins and pasties?
Yeah, it's not the unavailability; it's the trauma.
What's the trauma? Oh, their trauma?
Their trauma. You got to fix them.
How about the trauma
Is
of,
that right?
Speaking of me, when I was at Scores once in New York, the trauma of spending like $11 on a ginger ale for one of those strippers. Yeah, you want to talk about trauma?
Yeah.
No booze, $11, and she doesn't
Ginger
even
ale.
finish the thing.
Oh.
Didn't finish what? Oh, the ginger ale.
The ginger ale. That's trauma. Hey, Brent.
Yes.
Did you have a relationship with her?
No. Just I just kind of saw her for almost a year and a half at the
You mean
club.
watched her?
No, I mean we just kind of like had a she kind of talked to me whatever for it's like 15 minutes, 30 minutes. For my birthday, we talked for like about an hour. I went there, so.
So you didn't have her.
That's
You were
because your buddies paid her a few bucks.
Yeah,
and
you're a customer.
talk to you.
Right.
That's not a relationship.
No, but I mean, like, in the past, I've had relationships with, like, one girl, and we weren't really boyfriend and girlfriend. We were just, like, messed around, and that was, like, really the only relationship I've ever had. Ever.
I think that's more the issue. You're
Right, that's what my question
You're
was.
21, you never had a relationship. And you want them, and you get set up with people that...
No, I don't, actually. I kind of
by set up, I mean you establish a preoccupation with somebody who will never be a relationship, and you sort of build castles in the air kind of thing. You're building your own
you can.
fantasies about things, but that's somebody who can't handle intimacy. That's
You
somebody
can eventually pick up a stripper if you go there enough and you look sane for long enough.
Yeah, but
you will stand out.
He does not
I've
need to
done
have a
this.
relationship with a stripper. That'd be the worst thing he could do. He will get spun like a top.
Yes.
He needs to find a nice, normal person, his age, stable, with history of stable relationships, and just kind of work it out with her. Just let it be a little boring. It'll be fine. You'll like her a lot, I promise.
Brent,
Adam?
I second that.
what do you do? You go to college?
Yes.
You go to regular school?
Yeah, university.
All right. So I got that off of you. I didn't get junior college.
Hey, Adam.
Uh-oh.
I just had a quick tidbit for you. I don't know if I haven't. You last time you wondered about the term 86.
Oh, yeah.
I have,
Drew was going to look that
I did
up.
look it up. It had about 19 different explanations.
Well, the one I had with is from my own hometown, Chicago.
Yeah, there's a
apparently
place.
Huh?
There was a restaurant in Chicago where people get thrown out of. They'd look up at this number, and it was 86 something.
Well, yeah. Well, the one I heard was that.
All right. Here's how much I know about this show. If somebody said, "Look, Adam, I got the winning lottery ticket numbers for tonight's $50 million Powerball," I would still hang up on it. I even if they
Life is too precious.
give my mom's middle name and name 15 other events that only I could know half, and I would still hang up. That's how little I trust our caller. But here's the thing, Brent is having trouble with women, and then once you start having trouble with women, you get that stink on you, and that's it. Women pick up on it.
Yeah.
Guys do not respond to this. If there's a woman who's having trouble with men and we like her, good.
Even more into it.
Easy pickings.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this is fine. This is a nice house who left their window open so that we don't have to break down the front door.
Yeah.
Yes?
And the owners moved out.
Yeah. Now let me tell you a woman. Like if women were thieves, they would take a look at a nice house and go, "Ooh, that looks like it could be robbed." And then they would see the window left open in the front, and they go, "Oh, there must be something wrong."
Nobody
with
else
it.
robbed
Yeah,
this.
why would someone leave the window open? There's something wrong. Yeah, not even I don't trust it. Just anyone could rob this. I'm sure.
I don't want
I'm
it.
not
Yeah,
interested. Yeah, it's
Too cool for that.
Or if they saw just an outhouse with a triple deadbolt on it, they go, "Must be something in there. I got to get in there.
Yeah.
I've got to unlock that."
And if they
find
see
out
another
what's in
girl
there.
coming out.
Oh, it's another girl trying to get in too. Yeah. Oh, now look out. That's how women are. Whereas guys, we just judge by the place. That's it.
Period.
We just look at the place. Once an outhouse, I don't care if it's a chain shut. Good.
Well, the easier the better.
Yes.
Is this a nice house? Got a nice window open? We look for targets of opportunity. So right now, no matter what he is, he ain't the outhouse with the deadbolt on it.
Yeah.
He's got the window open. Chicks see that when they want to know what's wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you get a woman then from this?
He's got to network. He's got to use friends. He's got to meet lots of people. He's got to make a project out of finding a relationship. Ask lots of people out.
But you can't pull that sort of sullen, downtrodden. I don't have much luck with the ladies.
You just got to think about what you can do that's fun with other people and go do it. And don't look for the stripper. Look for somebody normal, nice, just average.
And
it'd be fine.
it'd be nice if you got to start doing stuff. I got to help this Brent.
Yes.
You got to do stuff like you got to be a little mysterious.
Okay.
Brood.
Yeah, you got to brood. Like
Play
they got
hard
go,
to get.
Yeah, you brood. Stare off into space, and they go, "What's wrong, Brent?" You go,
Yeah, no.
"Man, sometimes."
But this is also a thing of women. They can
never mind.
wait.
You could never understand.
Wait,
No one can
Adam.
get inside, man.
While a man would fall for just about anything, the front of that house could be just a movie set. Women don't fall for anything.
No, they don't.
They smell it.
Yeah, but there are ways to lessen the damage. Like you can't talk about what
I
a
would say
loser
just
you are
focus
with
on
women.
having fun with somebody. Just do something interesting.
Yeah, and you got to be good at something.
Take them. Yeah.
Are you good at anything besides beating off?
Yeah.
At what?
I used to be a chef.
You should be a chef.
My God.
Oh, yeah, you're already in
That's
there.
good.
Invites people over, make a dinner for them.
Look at that.
Invite them over.
Brent,
where,
are you
though?
kidding?
Your
Remember all the
mom's
chefs?
house?
We used to always notice how the chefs were collecting all the.
Guys who own restaurant guys always get tons of hot
And
chicks.
that's not just the restaurant owner, but the chefs particularly.
Yeah. Yeah, well, sometimes same guy, but yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, there's nothing. As a matter of fact, there's nothing. I was just watching that show, The Restaurant, the other day. Every woman that comes in there, where's Rocco? Where's the chef? Where's the chef? Because if you own a restaurant, see, this is exactly what we're talking about. A woman, you do not have to be a rock star. You don't have to be a movie star. You have to be the star of the small area that you're in where other people are and a woman comes into that area. All she needs is 20 or 30 people walking around. She needs one guy coming up going, Drew, what should I do? Where should I go? Do you want me to work over there? And you're going, yeah, you get on Register A and you start washing some dishes. They see that. They see you holding a little court in front of a handful of people. That's it. It's your place. You're in. These guys who own small restaurants frequently just bang superstar chicks all day long. And they're always dating hot chicks and stars and celebrities and things like that. Because they come into their restaurant, and then once they're in, they're the star.
Yeah.
They're Pharaoh.
Yeah. This would never work on a guy unless the owner of the restaurant chick was cute.
Period.
If she wasn't, it'd be like Fatty over here owns a restaurant. Yeah. Maybe I'll throw her finger blast.
You should
see if
get
we
a
can get some
job.
dessert.
You should get a job as a chef in the strip joint that she works
Oh, there you
at.
go.
Yeah.
There's a whole world of trouble there.
Yeah. You got to deep fry those chicken fingers. Yeah, they don't really have great cuisine in those places. All right, stuff that comes in that plastic basket with the liner in it.
Ew.
All right, let's take ourselves a little break. Lost Prophets here tonight. Oh, we're going to hear a song, but we're going to take a quick break. And then when we come back, hear a Lost Prophets song, yeah? All right.
Sounds good.
After this.
LoveLine. We'll be right back.
As many as 1 in 3 Americans with HIV don't know it. To find a testing location near you, call toll-free 1-866-344-KNOW.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Jamie and Mike both here tonight from the
Hello.
Lost Prophets. Start something, name of the CD. Curling, engineer Chris found out via the internet, debuted in 1998, the
Fascinating.
Winter Olympics. In a modern time.
Oh, you didn't know that?
Well, I thought it'd been around for a while because it's such a horrible sport.
No,
You know
it's
what I mean?
such a
Like-
horrible sport, so it took a long time for them to run out of other things to put in. They got to this finally.
Yeah, see, for me, it's always like the stuff that's really crappy was sort of, or that doesn't make sense was sort of grandfathered in. Like, what?
No, they're gonna have like ice sculpture competitions in the Olympics. That's something, anything to make with ice.
All right. I here's what I figured. I figured they were holding it in Canada whenever it was, and they just sort of, forced it in 100 years ago and whatever. Oh, please. I mean, like I said, things. Not everything should get by the trial stage. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
How drunk do you have to be to enjoy this sport? All right, let's do something about curling. This Olympic season, yes?
Okay.
Have you
All
ever
right,
watched
rid
it,
of it?
Adam?
Yeah, I have, actually.
It's fun.
It does get exciting, yeah. I stand corrected. It takes a big man to admit when he's wrong. I'm a very big man. That's a look. Okay, but here's my point. If you had a couple of like retarded kids who were duct taped to an office chair that were throwing balls of foil into a waste paper can, eventually I would
be exciting.
I'd start betting on one of them, and the guy who got down by a couple, I would start yelling at the TV set to please, come on, little Gary, come on,
Wow.
buddy.
This is a good new show.
Retarded kids duct taped
Sure.
to an office chair throwing balls of foil
Speaking
in
of
a
which,
can. I'm just saying, eventually I could get into anything if there was, the competition is the important
You notice
part.
there's not a Special Olympics for the Winter Olympics?
I don't know. There
I don't think there is. But now the fact that curling is there, maybe that's the direction they're heading.
Yeah.
You know?
And by the way, as far as curling goes, seems like the Special Olympiads could compete
That's what I'm saying.
with the regular folks.
oh,
yeah.
I see. Now, you need a special.
Yeah, because look, I don't care what you got. You can have polio, autism, and AIDS, and you could throw that stupid thing down the ice, right? And by the way, the guy who runs in front of it with the broom, you want to have just a little bit of special needs. Otherwise, you're not going to get anyone to do it.
It could be beneficial.
Yeah, you ask an able-bodied guy to run after the rock with a broom, he tells you to blow him. You know what I mean? You got to get someone who's special. You can run with the broom. All right, Drew, we'll work this out. You guys are with me, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, as long as you're with me. I'm saying, what sane guy would chase the thing with the broom? You
That's
have to
what
have
I'm
someone
saying.
a little bit slow.
He goes to his mates. He goes back to the bar and says, yeah. Well, my job. You want to know about my job? Oh, yeah, I broom ice.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no sane guy
I'm a
would do that.
professional ice broomer.
Yeah. And they probably have a name, too, but I don't know what it is. All right, we take one call, and we hear Lost Prophets song.
All right.
Sarah,
Yeah.
you're 23?
Yes.
What's up?
Hi. Well, for the last two or 3 days, I've been going online and having cyber sex and phone sex with a whole bunch of different men.
For
Well-
money?
Huh?
For money?
No.
Chicks don't have to pay men.
And this
I see. She would be she getting paid. I see.
Durr.
And this morning, my fiance caught me lying to him about it.
Mm-hmm.
I told him that I wasn't doing it, and
Have you done it in the past?
I've been doing it for years. I am addicted to sex.
Really?
To
Yeah.
sex or
Cyber
sex?
sex.
How about regular sex?
I love sex, any kind of sex.
How does it work? So you go online, or do you say do it over the phone too?
Yeah.
And you just get into that hot talk and you masturbate?
Yeah.
And the guy's masturbating?
Yes.
And after he orgasms, how fast does he get off the phone?
Actually, they stay on the phone for about 10 minutes afterwards.
Afterward?
Yeah.
They feel guilty. They just gotta.
They're trying. They're trying to get it going again, or they're mopping up.
Yeah.
Okay, so and you're having the orgasm. How long does it take you?
Well, it only takes me about 5 minutes.
Well, what's the 10 minutes then after they're done? I'm doing the math. Like
they like to talk about.
I know, but if it only takes you 5 minutes, they just want to chat about anything.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, he must be good. Do you look like what you tell them you look like?
Not exactly, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, it'd be a nice angle. It'd be in a good angle. Good angles go, look, obviously we're talking over the phone, we're on the internet. I'm going to lie about my looks, but let me tell you how confident I am. I'm going to go the other way. I'm missing some toes. I got an eye a lazy eye that just faces toward Mecca. I was burned. I was burning in an oil derrick fire. I'm a mess. I am a mess, but let's go. Get it out. Yeah, I'm gonna use my claw hand to give you a little something.
That's what the phone operators ought to use to sustain their billing time.
Right. All right. So, and how did your fiance find out?
Well, the last 2 nights when he's come home, I've been online chatting to these guys, and he asked me if I was flirting with them and having cyber sex with them, and I told him no, that I wasn't.
Are you able to have monogamous relations?
Yes.
Okay.
You can do that. And when you say you're addicted to sex, have you been sexually addicted in real life in the past?
Excuse me?
With a person, have you been sexually addicted? You know what I mean? Do you act out sexually?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, basically, if I can get sex, I'll take it.
With whomever?
Yeah.
So that doesn't sound like somebody can have a monogamous relationship.
Well, I'm trying. I want to. I want to change. I don't want to be like that anymore.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
Why?
now I'm engaged. I love this man with all of my heart.
Sure.
He's my
Your
life.
vagina. We're worried about.
Were you addicted to anything else other than sex? You've been chemically addicted? Never an alcoholic or addicted to anything else?
No.
Any alcoholism in your family?
All right, Drew. Come on. I had half a boner 10 minutes ago. And I started all this stuff.
And were you
It's back down now? I got to get going again.
Were you sexually abused growing up?
Yes.
Oh,
So
now
there we
it's
go.
gone.
Well, here's
Now
the good
it's
news.
gone. It shan't be back.
As soon as
It's gone.
they're done eating the wedding cake, this will take care of itself.
Really?
Total shutdown.
Oh yeah, you'll shut down sexually. It's gonna be funny when he's trying to get something off you because it's been 6 months. So listen, Sarah, how did he find out? By the way, when you told him you didn't do anything?
Well, he had a way of getting on the computer and looking up all of my
Yeesh.
saved messages from my chat rooms.
And they're very explicit.
Yeah, and he read them.
Oh boy.
And that's gonna feel good. And then the other thing is do you exchange phone numbers with some people, right?
Actually, just with the last 2 days, I've only done it with one guy.
But it sounds very dangerous. A guy call your house or call you while you're out with your boyfriend or fiance?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen,
Well,
you got to get some therapy for the sexual abuse.
Yeah,
You
you
can work
may be
this in, too.
sexually compulsive more than addicted, although the consequences are beginning to mount. And what we were kidding about in terms of you shutting down is that one of the things that frequently happens with people who are sexual abuse survivors, who are sexually compulsive, is they have a sort of bipolar quality to their sexual drive where they'll be super driven and all of a sudden will completely shut down.
Yeah, that's
and
when I move in.
And the shutdown is either when Adam moves in or you form some other intimacy. Because
I could shut her down, and I could go over there and shut her down if you wanted.
In intimacy, that part of yourself that was the sexually abused part, you sort of cut yourself off from that. That becomes the bad part. You can't show that to your
My
love.
penis is like one of those fuse pullers. You know, I just plug it into the vagina. The one would look like a pinball machine going off, and then I just plug my penis in. It's like I pop the fuse on the back of it. Then it's black. That'd be it.
Star Wars.
Yeah,
Deflating.
it just shut down.
It's good.
It'll work great.
It's quite a talent.
Oh, no, thanks.
It saves a lot of time.
I can
with
try it
therapy.
on you. That's right on you. No?
Where would it go exactly?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
You can do docking,
Lost Prophets here tonight. Let's hear a song. I bet we can hear a song.
I reckon.
Let's squeeze something in here. This is called.
I
this
beg
is
your
from,
pardon.
This is from Start Something, and this song is called "Last Train Home."
Broken heart in here. Love was once apart, but now it's disappeared. She told me that it's all part of the choices that you make. Yeah. Even when you think you're right, you have to give to take. But there's still tomorrow. Forget the sorrow, and I can be on the last train home. Watch it pass the day as it fades away. No more time to care, no more time today. But we say, if we're going nowhere, yeah, we say, if it's not enough, and we say, sing without a reason to ever fall in love. I wonder if you're listening, picking up on the signal sent back from within. Sometimes it feels like I don't really know what's going on. Time and time again, it seems like everything is wrong in here. But there's still tomorrow. Forget the sorrow, and I can be on the last train home. Watch it pass the day as it fades away. No more time to care, no more time today. But we say, if we're going nowhere, yeah, we say, if it's not enough, we say, sing without a reason to ever fall in love. But we sing if we're going nowhere. Yeah, we sing if it's not enough. And we sing without a reason to ever fall in love. But we sing if we're going nowhere. Yeah, we sing if it's not enough. And we sing without a reason to never fall in love, to never fall in love
Yes, indeed, everybody. Lost Prophets here in studio.
Hello.
Nice song, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We will take ourselves a quick break, start something, name of the CD, and we'll be right back after this.
Dude, you got issues.
Call LoveLine.
1-800-LOVE-191.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Jamie and Mike both here from the Lost Prophets.
Hey.
Start something, name of the CD, and you can find the guys at the House of Blues this Friday.
Yep.
And oh, it's the 14th. Yeah, it's funny. I was on one line. It says playing House of Blues on Sunset Friday the 14th, and I was looking at it and I thought, wow, I was saying it cost $14. I must be going nuts. And then I looked down about 3 inches. Oh yeah, $14. Once in a while, you get a little screwy that way, you know.
Yeah, once in a while.
All right, 14th for 14. And you're lucky it's they're not playing the 31st because, do the math. On the other hand, they could be playing like on the 1st or the 2nd, in which case...
Could be better.
It would be better, yeah. Let's talk to Jason, who's 22. Jason?
Hey, guys.
What's up?
I think I have a gambling addiction. I'm wondering if Dr. Drew could lend his expertise. I think Lostprophets is my story.
Assume you're addicted. Drew will just tell you you're addicted.
What? I understand. What do you do?
Well, it started out I was going to the U of A, and I started driving up to Vegas as soon as I turned 21.
Mm-hmm.
And, it started out just as fun, trying to count cards, trying to get ahead, and started winning. And so, I guess at that point was when, you get that rush. And I kept going back more frequently. And I was ahead for a while, and now I'm down. Right now I'm down about $5K. I was down about $12K at one point.
Really?
And it's just when the weekend comes, it's like I know in my rational mind, don't go to the casino, don't drive down to Vegas or fly down to Vegas.
What do you do? What do you do for money?
Well, I get interest off my trust, and that's another problem causing contentions with my parents.
Interest off your trust.
God.
Now, who left you the trust?
Well, I get it. I get full control when I'm 25. Right now, I just get the interest for my school.
Thanks. Who left it to you?
Well, my parents set it up for me.
Oh, it's your parents.
Yeah.
Nobody died.
Nobody died. They just had extra money, and so they put it aside.
How much is it?
They didn't tell me. I won't tell them. I just know I get like about $10K every 3 months.
So it's 40 a year. So that's got to be at least 600,000, 700,000.
That's a pretty good chunk of change.
Yeah.
I mean, well, see, they're threatening.
Well, hold on a second. How much if you're getting $10K what do you say, about every 3 months?
Yeah. So it's
but
40 a year.
Yeah, but if this thing's just sitting, if this is sitting in a T-bill or something like that, you're probably only getting like what, 2%, 3%.
Let's assume he's getting 5% just for the sake of argument. Just pick a number.
All right.
And then he's got to pay taxes on it.
Right.
So that means
he does.
That means he's getting like 6. He's got to be at least
60.
That means he's got to be getting at least 60 a year.
Yeah. Okay.
That means it's $1.2 million.
I don't. All I know is back when these things were up at 10%, you double your money every 10 years or something like that or whatever. But if it's going to be like 2.5% or whatever, it's probably actually getting. He's getting $40,000 a year out of the thing. This would be a huge chunk. I mean, maybe over $1 million.
Yep, exactly.
I can't believe he doesn't know. By the way, Jason.
Yes.
You don't know what the nut is?
Well, I know we lost a lot from Enron. My parents had some stuff in Enron, and I guess in 2002, 2003, the market took a climb, so they moved it. They moved mine into
my dad was mainly in Nabisco. Not actually the company. He bought a couple cases of Nilla wafers.
That was his contribution.
That's what he could afford. Yeah, and we ate those in a weekend.
I wish you would make fun of those Enron guys like you do people who go to junior college. That would be funny.
Well, listen, they're evil. They're evil, but I just don't know enough about it. Junior college much easier for me to speak to. All right, but listen, Jason, this isn't going to work out too good for you because then eventually you're going to turn 25. You're going to get this big nut, and you're going to go wacky.
Are you addicted to any?
That's what I'm afraid of because I know in my rational mind it's stupid to be throwing down money on. I tried counting cards and. They say in the books it works. And I'm just
Jason, are you addicted to anything else besides gambling?
Not really. It's just the rush. Like when I
understand.
Yeah,
so it's not about the counting. It's not about the winning. It's the rush feeling. So you need that, and that feeling is not going to be satisfied ever. You're going to keep needing more and more higher and higher levels of thrill. And when the big money rolls around, that's what's going to give you that thrill, and that's what you're going to use.
Well, you should go to Gamblers Anonymous.
Yeah, you can go to GA. You can go to their therapist that can deal with this sort of thing, but GA is available. 12-step will help with this and potentially help a lot.
All right. Listen, I know I'm cursed. That's why I don't gamble.
Right.
I don't-
You're like me.
I don't have a 50-50 chance of winning.
No, 0.
It's much less than that.
Oh, mine's got to be 0.
I can't. I get my ass kicked every time I play back. It's like I sit there and play 21. I get dealt a 19, and I watch the dealer. They turned over a 14. Oh, now they did deuce. I got 16. Oh, there's the 5. It's like what's going on?
Yeah.
You know when I'll tell you when you notice it. I'll tell you when you notice you're cursed, and not many people have had this opportunity. But you'll sit down at a blackjack table, you lose 5 hands, 10 hands in a row, you get up and leave. So I didn't have a good setting. Once a year, and ironically now, though I'm not down there, Howard Stern goes out to Vegas, and if you go hang out with Stern in Vegas and do a show, they play a hand like once every half an hour, once every hour. And if you sit in on his radio show, you'll play 5 hands in 5 hours. That's when you start realizing you're cursed, because you play the one hand at 2 in the afternoon, you lose. The next one you play 3, you lose. By the time you get to the end of the night and you've lost just the 5 that had an hour in between hands, and you just realize, wow, this is like me just sitting down in a casino every hour at a different table and just playing one hand and losing and getting up and going. I just did nothing, just lose. Like I got blackjack in Lost last time.
I'm just delighted that you share my curse.
Oh, all right. And I'll explain. Lostprophets here tonight. We'll explain when we get back how I got lost with blackjack, playing blackjack. All after this.
All right, guys, here's the deal.
Dateline.
You're looking to hook up, sick of wasting time with the wrong person?
Dateline. One call's all you need to make.
Call the Dateline. 877-889-DATE.
Live 105.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Mike and Jamie here from the Lostprophets.
Hello.
Start something, name of the CD. Drew, I just looked into my coffee mug. I'll pull something out like you do. Testify if you could. Don't tell me I have
It's
to
one of
use
those
my fingers.
films at the top.
No, this is...
It's alive.
This is worse.
Uh-oh,
Yeah.
what is this?
Oh, no.
It was alive.
Mosquito.
And mosquito in my coffee mug. All right, now I'm dying of malaria. So I may not...
It's actually going to be encephalitis.
Tomorrow night, I can feel it. Tomorrow night, Steve-O and Chris Pontius will be here from MTV Wild Boys. It's too bad I won't be here to enjoy that, Drew.
You'll be dead.
Well,
No, actually, you'll be here, but you'll be wild. You'll be encephalopathic. You'll be seizing.
Yeah, I'll be seizing.
Great.
Yeah. I'll be, I think I'll be clinging to life at that point.
At that point, I'll
be
get you
down by
on
the
a
weekend.
vent. We'll be fine.
You aspirate me?
Yeah, no problem. Don't worry about
Shove that tube down me?
Hmm?
All right.
Intubate you.
It's intubate. And what's aspirate? Where you actually squeeze the thing?
Aspirate is where it's stuff, you pull something out, like you aspirate from something into something.
You'll intubate me.
Intubate. Yeah.
All right. I'll be looking forward to that. Again, that'll be tomorrow.
Intubating.
Could sound like the tape that's going around here. Me intubating.
Where were we? Oh, yes. Okay. We got a couple things to talk about. First off, how do I know I'm cursed? Well, how did I lose when I got blackjack last time I played 21? Well, I was getting ready to check into the hotel, and my buddy Daniel said, hey, buddy. And I said, nah, listen, unless I lose every time I play. I'm not interested in just throwing money away. And by the way, it's not fun when you lose.
Hate it.
You just lose tons of money.
Yeah, and you never win. You and I never win.
Yeah, I don't mind parting with money, but I'm going to a strip club. I'm going to do some Jaeger shots and see some TNA. I mean, I'm going to enjoy myself, you know. And he said, hey, and I'm like, no, I don't want it. He said, all right. Here's $100. One hand. You play one hand. Here's 100. One hand, and you come back, and I'm still be checking into the hotel. So anyway, has one hand, $100. If I win, you come back with 200. If I don't, you come back with nothing. All right, fine. He comes back. So okay, what happened? Well, good news is you got blackjack. Your
First hand.
Your first hand was blackjack.
And only hand, I guess, right?
Well, wasn't 21. You know, it wasn't flipped over a 6 and hit with a 5 or whatever. It was just an ace and a king.
Wow.
Yeah, blackjack. Dealer turned over blackjack too, though.
Yeah.
So we pushed and played next hand. You lost. So I thought, wow, they could actually lose.
With a blackjack.
Like, here's the thing. I told the guy, you play one hand. You play one hand. You play one hand. That one hand, blackjack. That's why I got blackjack. Lost. Essentially, and now it's true. People get technical. Well, you told him one hand. You should have just pushed. But the reality is I said play one hand. I got blackjack, and there goes another $100. Now look. Now is that cursed? At what point? At what point do you become cursed?
You should bet on things you're good at.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't bet because I just too competitive and I don't like the chance element. I'd rather play somebody that I know that I'm better than them at. Yeah, and then I win.
Right.
Pretty much every time.
Yeah. Well, that's smart. But when it's just that sort of rolling the dice, it just it never works.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ready to go here, Drew? All right. Let's talk about real quick. I was just talking to some guys in the other room about the FCC and all the troubles that are going on with. Started with Janet Jackson, and now everyone's getting pulled off the air, and all this nonsense is going on in this country. And I started talking about that tape that's going around now with the
beheading
Islamic Jihad guys taking the head off of that guy Berg, a 26-year-old guy, and they're playing it. I mean, they're playing it. They're stopping it. By the way, they're stopping it. Just as the guy starts to swing the axe, essentially. On TV, which is...
on TV, but on the radio, they're going
I can
all
do
the
the
way.
math, but on the radio, they're going all the way. They're playing it, and evidently you hear the guy screaming and stuff. Look, that's disturbing. I don't know, who you're trying to protect, Mr. FCC, or what you're trying to do out there. Now, quiet down. That's disturbing. And I know it's news, and somehow that makes it okay. In my opinion, makes it worse.
It's real.
It's real.
Yeah.
I mean, and I could remember as a kid knowing the difference between the Mummy and Charles Manson.
Yeah.
I mean, the Mummy. Well, that was good fun. Popcorn night. Manson, I was scared of. I was like, this guy's out. He's gonna kill.
Something just occurred to me. Really, the whole idea of protecting children.
The way I use alliteration there, the Mummy and Manson.
Nice.
I didn't say Frankenstein
Well done.
and Manson.
You're a genius.
Yeah, that's good. Come on,
Well
give
done.
it up.
Poet. You're a poet. You're a big
Thank you.
poet.
Keep going.
It's just occurring to me that this whole idea of the FCC is protecting children.
Hold on,
right?
it's just occurring to me that I'm drinking more of this coffee.
that the bug was
pulled
in.
the bug
We
out
pulled
of
the
it.
bug out. Be fair.
All right,
Bugs
go
ahead.
ahead.
You're already getting encephalitis anyway.
Go ahead. I can feel it.
Yeah,
I
not quite
feel it.
encephalitis here. Protecting children is their goal, and I'm all for that. The idea is that kids are being exposed to something prematurely that might sort of do something to them. But if we really distill down what is it that this stuff is going to do to kids, they're trying to protect the child from is trauma, right?
Yes.
You don't want to traumatize the kid with explicit sexual material or traumatize them with violence. Well, for God's sake, what? Well, this is there could be nothing more traumatic.
26-year-old's getting his head lopped off, and you're listening to it.
Only played in prime time.
Yeah.
Only and everywhere. Okay, now wait a minute. What are the goals here, people? What are the goals? Once again, is it ideology or to protect kids? Which is it?
And let me tell you the other thing, too, that it seems to be a bizarre priority. Somehow, Dennis Franz can show full bare ass on NYPD Blue because that's serious. But if you're doing if you're doing something for comedy, you can't show full ass because I don't know. It's never been fully explained to me.
There's nothing more disturbing than an ass crack.
You can use whatever. If you're doing a hard-hitting police drama, use whatever goddamn language you want to use. Show as much ass as you need to. Do whatever you got to do. This is serious. It's drama. It's like no. This is not a documentary, people. These guys are actors. This is a script. This is on prime time. How come they get to show this, and how come we're over on Comedy Central and we can't show half of that?
How
does that work?
Underpants. You can't say underpants.
That's another thing. I just mean
LoveLine on TV, MTV. We couldn't say Hitler.
Yeah, well, that was just our stupid producers. But the point is this: why is drama? How come we can do whatever you want in drama?
Why
and
is news
somehow
exempt?
It's salacious. Yeah. You have a real guy. You have a guy who's 26 who was alive a couple days ago, getting his head lopped off, and you hear him scream in agony on the radio time and time again, station after station playing it. Somehow that's completely acceptable.
And by the way, every person I've talked to that has heard this thing is upset.
Of course it's upsetting. You're actually hearing a man dying. I mean, if you really think about it on the scale of, saying, you can't say tit. I don't care about saying that because I can argue with that one anyway. But the idea that the difference between hearing the word tit and being scarred for life and hearing a guy scream out in agony because his life is ending in real time, in terms of what's going to scar you.
I guess
look,
you could make it
if you're not
anthropological.
if you're not scarred by hearing the guy get his head lopped
Then
off,
there's something wrong.
I don't want to hang out with you because then you're a sociopath.
I guess there's something anthropologically to be said for exposing a population to this because it unifies a culture. You know, it pulls everybody together.
Fine.
When there's been a
fine,
yeah.
I'm not about motivation. It's like, is this going to scar or isn't it
you're
going to
right.
scar?
That's right.
And
It's the
point is
logic
it's
of the
gonna
FCC.
scar.
That's right.
Yes.
The logic of the FCC. By the way, do you want to play the beheadings? Fine. Let us talk about other things that are not as traumatic as that. Also,
what could even come close to the same neighborhood on the trauma level? Is there been a curse word? Has there been a curse word invented that could traumatize?
The disgusting
that
word.
deeply.
The way you just referred to the women's breast. I can't get over it. I can't.
All right.
It's just disgusting.
Right.
Disgusting.
Yeah, you guys, we're going back to Wales with you.
Yeah. We can say that over there.
Yeah.
It was the same thing with the Princess Diana shots, though, when they came out and people were showing just after it happened and stuff like that.
Right.
There was uproar in the UK, you know, because America was showing it and the UK was like, whoa, hang on a sec.
We were showing pictures of the car crash and stuff.
Yeah, just after, you know, when they pulled her body out and, you know, she was still partially alive.
I'm not, by the way, and I always think it's a good sign, I'm just not interested
I managed to miss these things.
in seeing people decapitated and getting hit by commuter trains and stuff. It disturbs me, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And those who seek it out, I question.
Yeah.
I really do question the guy who has to comb the internet for a half hour so he can find a picture of some 20-something-year-old guy getting his head taken off. To me, I go through extra effort to miss that kind of thing, and for you to seek it out, it really makes me wonder about any individual. And yeah, go ahead and play the curiosity card. You can do that with anything. You could say, you know, hey, I wanted to see what it felt like to kill a man with my hands. You know what I mean? I was curious.
Stick my nuts in a vice.
Yeah, I wanted to stick my nuts in a vice. I wanted to light a bum on fire. I want to know okay, everything falls under the heading of curious. Do you really have to? And by the way, guy gets head cut off by a radical Muslim group. Close your eyes.
Imagine what that's like. Got it.
Yeah, done. Yeah, look.
And by the way, with so much, we're so stupid in this culture. What gets passed off as curiosity is really novelty seeking. It's thrill seeking. It's not curious.
Yeah.
It's not curiosity.
No.
Curious is reading a book.
No, curious is wanting to know who let curling into the Olympics and where it can find
That's what I'm talking about.
and what we should
But
do to them.
novelty seeking, thrill seeking is I need to see the commuter train hitting the check. I got to see that.
Right, and ultimately it's to make everyone feel better about themselves. That could have been me.
Does it come down a little bit to education, though? When you were saying about the dramas being able to like show, because it's real life, you can show this and you can show that, but you know, like the police thing you were talking about, do they consider that to be educational or something like that? So it passes, or what?
it's just if it's comedy, it's salacious.
It goes under news, and therefore news is.
That's not news.
No.
How about NYPD Blue?
Yeah, the drama.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy. Got to catch up now.
No, not education. No, nobody
Yeah,
cares
it's
about that.
somehow
It's art. It's art.
right.
Therefore, it can't be
It's not
touched.
even art. It's like if you're doing it for comedy's sake, it has no redeeming value.
It's purely for a laugh, therefore salacious.
Therefore, it's salacious.
Well, some would argue that's art.
I would. Well,
You'd argue it's educational too. I mean, comedy teaches.
Every actor always says comedy's tougher than drama. So I don't know why it doesn't count if it's comedy. And again, if it's drama, you can say whatever you want, you can do whatever you want, you can show whatever you want because it's a drama after all. I really never understood that. Making the distinction. Either it's a documentary or it's fictitious. If it's scripted, if it's made up, if it's not actually happening, then it should all fall under the same rules and regulations.
Stupid people in charge.
Oh, man, are we going to Wales? Where's Wales, Drew?
We don't have radio. We don't have TV.
It's in Australia. It's like a kangaroo pouch or something.
All right, I'm going to Australia. Tiffany?
Yeah.
You're 25?
Hey, Tiffany.
Yeah. Hi.
What's up? Hi.
How are you?
Good. What's up?
All right. This is a very serious question.
Yeah, go.
All right. When when a woman gives oral sex to a man and swallows, does she consume medication, caffeine, nicotine, other things that are in his system.
Sometimes to a lesser extent than what's in his system, sometimes more.
Sometimes more.
Yeah,
That could be
amphetamine.
more than what's in your system.
Amphetamine is about 5 times more concentrated in semen than in blood.
Really?
Yeah, so if you
Gotta
take
get
in
some of that chunky spunk.
Chunky spunk would be, tweaker spunk.
Tweaker spunk.
It would be concentrated in semen.
Well, you could shoot
amphetamine.
You could shoot speed, can't you?
Yeah, you could sell that.
I beg
Can you
your
be a
pardon?
junkie?
Oh, yeah.
You could have junkie
I
spunk.
think about opiates when you say junkie.
Would you be considered a
spunk.
dealer?
It really rolls off the tongue.
You could deal in it.
All right, you
can actually
guys.
deal
I'm
inside.
looking for a serious answer.
Hey, dude, you want to do a rope? I'm gonna have trouble. It's still hanging out.
Disgusting. Get talk to her.
All right.
That was a serious answer. What is it specifically you want to answer?
So you're saying it can amplify, you actually get more of something than somebody
Speed.
consuming themselves?
Speed.
How can it be more?
Speed. How about a migraine medication and antidepressants?
Well,
not that I'm aware of.
You should just break down and get a prescription, sweetie. I mean, this is not the one.
What migraine medication are you talking about?
You know, I don't know the name of it.
Yeah.
But
Surely you'd have to. Sorry,
pretty hardcore one.
Like copious
pretty
amounts of it.
hardcore one.
Yeah.
For it to have any
It seemed
effect,
like it.
really.
Yeah,
Well-
that's right.
Well, listen, Tiffany, what's wrong with you? This is a ridiculous question. What do you care? Are you nursing or something?
No, I just have a really, really intense headache today, and kind of had that experience yesterday, if you know what I'm saying.
And is the first time you've been with this guy?
Yeah, that way, yeah. And
Really? Wow.
and I'm a person who never drinks alcohol, no caffeine, no.
What's wrong
Is
with
he-
you?
is
And by
he-
the way,
Wait a second.
I'm torn. I don't know. She's nutty. I was going to say we couldn't hang, but then I was thinking about the BJ. And I was thinking, well, no booze, no caffeine. We got nothing. Wait a minute.
We do
Hold
have
on.
something.
We do have something. All right. Let me get back. Tiffany, we could hang for a little bit.
Okay.
Just a while. Just a short period of time.
Is he on Wellbutrin by any chance?
I don't believe so. I think it's something a little heavier than that.
Antidepressant.
Yeah, migraine, antidepressant.
You're going to have to find out what that all is.
This is more about Tiffany. Tiffany's a little nutty. What's up?
It could be
I'm
something.
not nutty.
Yes, you is. Just the way you answered that lets me know you're nutty. Now, what's going on?
I'm just concerned.
Now, you don't drink. You had no caffeine. Why not? Why don't you drink coffee?
No, I have a fairly pure system, so I'm wondering if I'm more sensitive.
You're vegan?
Yes.
All right, something's up now. What happened? Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Ever have an eating disorder?
Just a smart girl. What can I say?
No, you're nutty.
No.
There's something wrong with you. Yeah, you're nutty because you're too crazy about
What's the
yourself.
guy all about? What's he do for a living?
He's great. Great.
What's he do?
human being.
What does he do for a living?
I dig him. You know, I don't want to say too much on the air because,
Could you give me just a sort of basic area of...
he's a creative person. He's a
Okay.
creative person,
That's fine.
and he's awesome, but his lifestyle is pretty toxic.
All right,
What does that mean?
No. Well,
What the hell does that mean?
What do you-
hold on a second. This is going to be good because this is one of those nut jobs who's talking about intestinal cleansing and. All right, let me just do her. Okay, listen, you guys ever get up in the morning? You feel tired.
Yeah.
You don't want to get up. You want to sleep for another hour. You know what that is? That's toxins. That's toxin. We live in a toxic environment, and those toxins they build up in your colon. Okay, and they build up like a plaque. Then
Is
you
this
carry them
true?
around, and they make you tired. Okay, because we live everything from the synthetics and the carpets to the particles in the air you breathe. It's all
Gives him headaches.
It's environmental toxins.
Yeah, I'm breathing now.
Makes his mood all...
Yeah.
I'm off.
Don't breathe
I'm
in.
going.
Stop breathing.
Depresses his mood. Therefore, he has to take medication, which is even more toxic.
It's very toxic, yeah.
Yeah,
All
sounds
right.
like my band, actually.
Hey,
all look
Tiffany.
straight ahead.
Yeah.
You get the enemas?
You're having too much fun with this.
I know, because it's nutty behavior that people sort of respect, and everyone needs to just call it out. That's the problem. And
Yeah,
people
yeah.
respect it. They're always like, oh, vegan. Oh, okay. Oh, toxins. Yeah. Oh, enemas.
I should be more like that, but I'm not. I'm a
Everyone
bad
should,
person for
but it's nutty. It's extreme nutty behavior.
Extreme.
Yeah, coming to Fox this summer.
ENB.
Extreme. Joe Rogan hosts Extreme Nutty Behavior 5. right, when vegans attack. All right.
You wish.
It's nutty. And
Remember
what do you
Tiffany?
mean?
How you could hang with Tiffany? Remember that one?
With the one BJ.
The one thing in common. You guys
Yeah,
had?
well, she wouldn't take any of me
You're too
because I got
toxic.
too much caffeine running through me.
So she said this is the first time she'd done anything like that. She's
Well, you
probably
really need
just
to find out what's up. Something
With
is
him.
up with this guy. I mean, if he's on daily migraine medication, which is that's already sort of problematic here, and then he's on because really true migraine treatment, if he has a genuine migraine, is the triptans, and those are taken when you have a headache. You shouldn't be taking them every day. And so that means, is he on opiates? And opiates can be excreted in the semen, and then he's on an antidepressant. Well, why is he on an antidepressant? And what is his toxic lifestyle? Is he an addict?
Toxic environment.
Is he an addict, or what's going on here?
No, he just has really severe migraines, and
What's his toxic environment he goes to work in?
oh, he doesn't go to work in a toxic environment. I think his habits are just kind of toxic.
And what does that mean? That's a nonsensical term. What does that mean?
Well, just smoking, caffeine, soda pop, medication all the time for headaches, and just a lot of stuff in his system all the time.
What else? Is he smoking pot all the time, or is he?
I think once in a while, not all the time.
Okay. Anything else he's doing all the time?
Pardon me?
Is he doing anything all the time? Alcohol or anything else?
Just the only thing that I know of that's consistent is like cigarettes and.
Okay. Me and this guy could hang. Ironically, does he give a good Hummer?
No.
The best.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. I'm saying I could hang with the guy. Start to like the guy. The more vices a guy has, the more I feel.
He's probably got the headache from stressing out about this.
I hope he's had adequate workup of his headache, though. It just all sounds a little.
All right. And by the way, what's Miss
Tiffany seems
Vegan?
fine.
All right. Well, what is she doing with the guy who's smoking,
That is interesting,
drinking,
isn't it? Yeah.
sucking up all? I mean,
That's what I'm like.
this
How did
guy's
that happen?
A HEPA filter. It's
They
just
didn't
like
meet in a-
anything. Everything goes into him.
Well, here's
They
the nice
met in
thing
a
about.
library.
Listen, we're used to vegans being a little judgmental. Nice thing about Tiffany, she's not judgmental.
Yeah, but you almost wonder, like, maybe there's a project aspect
She's
to
curious
this.
about it.
They're not going to get anything out of Tiffany.
All right.
All right.
She was. Hey,
She's
let's
okay.
give her kudos. She was all right.
Give her kudos.
All right.
Kudos a kick in the ass?
No,
Just
she was
kudos
not.
me.
She was not as extreme nutty behavior as you
You're right.
suspected. She
You're
didn't
right.
even qualify for the show.
Yeah, you're
Didn't
right.
bite.
You're right. A little angry.
Yeah.
All right.
But not
It's
bad.
the headache.
Elizabeth,
Yes.
you're 25? Hold on a second. We got
You're
a
back?
question
You
for
got-
the... No. We got
Oh,
a
she's
question
gone.
for the Lost Prophets, right?
Ooh.
Where was she? Wait a minute. Jerking off? Wait a minute. Hooked on booze? What happened to our Lost Prophets question? Oh, they fell off?
It was the hooked on booze thing. Yes, I am.
Vagina burns after... Okay. All right.
That's the one. Vagina Burns one.
Elizabeth?
That's my friend's name.
China Burns.
Vagina burns.
Vagina Burns.
Elizabeth?
Mr. Burns' daughter.
What
Elizabeth?
Yep.
There she is. What's up? Elizabeth? Look how long she's been on hold now. She's probably in a stupor now. Look.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I just thought of a horrible name for a guy that, it's not quite right on, it's not like Dick Hertz kind of thing, but Peter File. Just sound. You got to think pedophile.
Yeah.
If you just, there's probably plenty of guys named Peter File.
Yeah.
And it just sort of reminds everybody of someone who has sex with kids, even though they don't really consciously think of it. Like whenever I hear him talking about JAG officer, I always think, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Officer Jag.
I just think of, I'm thinking of Jag off.
There you go. Let's go take a break.
No.
Yeah.
Elizabeth?
Yep.
You've been on hold for 102 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow. Why didn't you get us to talk to you earlier?
I don't know.
All right. What's the question?
The other night, I think it was last night, you and Drew were debating addictions. And
Well, it was really just me yelling at
Yeah, it
Drew.
was not exactly called a debate.
but I was wondering kind of what the difference, I guess, between an addiction, being addicted to something, and being like dependent on it. Because
Yeah. Dependencies can run the spectrum of psychological dependency to actually a physical dependency where there's some sort of withdrawal. These are things that motivate you to stay with the drug. It's uncomfortable to come off. It's difficult to come off.
on a lot of antidepressants, which
Yeah, antidepressants have no addictive properties.
Well,
zero.
if you're physically dependent, not quite. If you're physically dependent on something, aren't you addicted to
No.
it?
All humans can become dependent, meaning they can have withdrawal when you stop. But a non-addict will go through the withdrawal and it's like, that's over with, no big deal. An addict will have a permanent change in their system.
Okay, but I don't understand. If you're dependent on a tranquilizer that you're taking daily, and then a day goes by and you can't find it, so you got to go out and get it because your body's dependent on it. You wouldn't call yourself addicted to that tranquilizer? Yes, you would.
No, you'd go through it.
Everybody but you would.
Am I right? Let me flip it around. Let's say you had a surgery. You had a surgery. You had a surgery and it goes bad. You end up on morphine for a month. Okay, because of surgical complication. Every human will have withdrawal. Actually, before the age of 18, it's actually people don't get withdrawal from opiates. There's something about after 18 that the withdrawal mechanism starts.
So you got to keep. You listen, your kids out there. His birthday's coming up.
It's one of the things that makes it hard to treat kids.
Before
that it's hard to treat them as they go on and off it relatively easily compared to an adult. But the adult has withdrawal.
Yeah,
all of them.
Well, it has withdrawal but you're physically dependent on it.
Right.
You're just going to keep going with it.
Right. And then the surgery is better. You stop. You stop the morphine.
You can't stop. You're physically dependent on it.
The non-addict will stop, have a couple days of discomfort, and not think about it again.
Well, why is it physical dependence then?
Because the body has a withdrawal syndrome when you stop it.
All right.
Withdrawal syndrome, a non-addict goes through withdrawal.
So you're not addicted to the morphine.
You have withdrawal, you have dependency, and then with withdrawal, you go through it, you don't think of it again. An addict has a permanent change, and they'll preoccupy, they'll pursue it. But even when they've been through the withdrawal for months and months later, they'll still be thinking about it.
But an addict can still get off of it and stay off it.
No? An addict by definition.
Why do you bother then?
They shouldn't if you're not interested in staying off.
No, I'm saying an addict can still get off the morphine and then stay off the morphine.
They won't, though, because of that drive. They're been altered.
Why bother getting them off if they're not going to stay off
If they're not interested in trying to stop.
I'm not saying they're not interested. I'm just saying addicts get off things and stay off them as well.
When they're treated. They have to be treated then. A non-addict
you got to treat the guy who's hooked on it, is physically dependent on something?
No, you don't.
I can be physically dependent on anything I want and just quit.
And have a withdrawal.
And what about alcohol?
Have withdrawal and then stop.
What about alcohol? How do I get off it?
You have
if
withdrawal.
I'm physically dependent.
You have some withdrawal, and you go through. We don't think about it again.
You just told me last night you could die if you got off alcohol.
Yeah, you might need some treatment for the withdrawal.
Treatment.
But you'll go through the withdrawal. That's not treating addiction. That's treating withdrawal.
All right.
Those are two entirely different things.
All right. So you're physically dependent on it, but you're not an addict.
Right.
Okay. So fine. Everyone do what you got to do.
Yeah.
All right. We'll take a break. See why no one likes him? We'll take ourselves a little break, and we'll be right back.
LoveLine will be right back, so get your problems ready.
Hey, Adam. You know how guys have trouble with confidence and going out and dating and meeting girls? We have a solution. Axe Deodorant Body Spray.
This is Live 105.
Hey, everybody. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew.
I'm
Phone
Jamie.
number. Oh, yes. And
That's
Mike.
Mike.
Both here from Lostprophets. Phone number.
And I'm not going to say anything all night.
1-800. Wait a minute. That was something.
He said something.
We'll get that out in post. 1-800-LOVE-191. We're talking to Jamie about bollocks.
Oh, my God. How dare you? I'm offended. I'm offended children all over the
I'm
country.
sorry to all the UK listeners out there on the internet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I remember no one out here knew what bollocks were until the Sex Pistols had they Never Mind the Bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistols. Was that the name of that album?
Yeah.
Yeah. And to us, Bollocks was a department store.
True.
And I think that was BULLOCKS or something. I don't know what bollocks is. How do you spell that?
I think that's right. It's the same.
Yeah, so to me, it was always confusing only knowing Bullocks, although, the Corollas, we went to a little
May
place
Company.
called Penny.
Penny's.
Oh, May Company. Oh, please, Drew. Let me tell you what was underneath May. Yeah, no, it went Bullocks, then it went May Company, then it went Sears, then it went Penny's, and that's where the Corollas. And Woolworth, but you couldn't buy jeans.
Yeah.
Well, that's where the Corollas came in with the reinforced knees.
Yeah.
Nice, the super shiny jeans. Or they were shiny. They're like plastic almost. Yeah, because the Levi's were $1 more. So
can't have that.
Please,
it's wasteful.
No, because you'll wear those things out in 4 years. Yeah, that's almost 25 cents a year. All right, great folks. They're doing great. My folks. Oh man, they couldn't do better. My sister said to me the other day, she goes, I don't want to talk to Mom. I bought some property and we're thinking about moving, and she's going to give me a bunch of whatever. I said, what do you listen to her for? She's like, I don't know. You know, a woman's living in the house her grandma let her squat in, her mom let her squat in 100 years ago. She doesn't own anything. Hey, listen, everybody, it's important to listen to people that are doing well. Don't listen to people that aren't doing well.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, unfortunately, they seem to have more opinions oftentimes. Yeah. You know, there's guys that are living in their basement who are telling you how to live. Yeah, here's how to score chicks, and here's let me see if I can round out your portfolio. You're living in your parents' house. You're 45. You should have zero opinion.
It happens in the gym all the time. You
Yeah.
always have some big fat dude come up and just go, "No, man, you're doing it wrong. You need to be lifting like this." And I look at him and I'm like,
That's the guy
to be
yeah.
like you.
Right.
No,
you got the
thanks.
guy with the stretch marks coming over telling you, you're doing those curls all wrong. You're working. I like when you're working other muscles. You're trying to work your biceps, you're working your delts and your legs. I'm always like, it's usually they're working 3 extra ones.
Yeah,
and so
great.
it's like, oh, all right. You're trying to work your tris, but you're really working your delts, your lats, your quads, your pecs, and your glutes. Oh, okay.
It saves me doing all those later.
I guess I can just go home then when I'm done with
Good
when I'm
time.
done screwing this exercise up. I get to leave. That guy, yeah, the guy comes by at the gym guy. Yeah, here's the thing: find people that are more successful than you. Feel free to listen to them. Those who aren't, as a matter of fact, like I said, and unfortunately to my own family every once in a while, I use them as a negative template. I just
Right.
think,
What you don't
would
wanna
they
be.
do? What would they do? And then I just do the opposite.
Yeah.
And look at me now.
Good point.
Literally a millionaire.
See what they've done for you?
Literally.
They've done you a favor.
Literally a millionaire. Engineer Chris? Literally a millionaire. All right.
Chris hasn't been with us tonight too much.
Yeah, he's tired. Well, he's living at home, so he got mad, I think, when I did that whole living at home thing. You got any advice on working out or living at home? No.
Kennedy. 26.
Hi.
Hey.
26? What's up?
How are you guys?
We're
Good.
What's up?
Adam, you totally take away my stress. You're my therapy.
Really?
That's good.
Wow. Nice.
Where are you calling from?
North Carolina.
Where?
Located in Piedmont Triad. Near Greensboro. West.
Piedmont Triad area. Were we ever out there, Drew?
She gives me a little more information.
You got to give us
another
a city. Yeah.
Winston-Salem, Greensboro.
Okay, Greensboro. We've been out there. We went to Clemson.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Now, you understand, like, if you want to know where we were from, we wouldn't say Eagle Rock. It doesn't make any sense. You got to give you a San Francisco or a Hollywood.
Right.
Know what I'm saying, everybody?
Kennedy doesn't, though.
Yeah, we talk to people that are in Wisconsin. It's like, where are you from? We're right by C. Kane. I don't. They got a map.
That's where the 405 and the 67 pass.
Mayor of Wisconsin. Give me a big city, please.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Question is for Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
Can you actually be allergic to sperm, to semen?
You can be, but it's relatively uncommon. You have some burning or something after intercourse?
Irritation, burning, reoccurring bladder infections, like 1 to 2 a month.
And you don't have the bladder infection if you use a condom?
Don't use a condom because allergic to latex.
Polyurethane condom?
Pardon me?
What about a polyurethane condom?
Never tried it.
All right, so one of the things you can test is to see if you still get all this reaction when you use a polyurethane condom. And some women just get recurrent vaginitis. These are bacterial overgrowths and inflammation of the vagina from reasons they're not well worked out. I was just reading an article about vaginal burning and vaginitis, and they were sort of saying, this is most women don't get an answer for why this occurs, and it's sort of an unsatisfying treatment.
Sometimes they're a little nutty too. And you never can rule that one out. But here's the thing: people that are allergic to latex. What about surgeons who wear latex gloves?
Yeah, I know.
They worked on them.
They claim that that's happens a lot, yet I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's always like
That would
one of
be
these.
unlucky,
I mean, if you think about it, don't surgeons just exclusively wear latex gloves?
Absolutely. Well, strangely enough, when my son went for a surgery when he was 1, remember you weren't here for that whole ordeal, but
I remember listening to it on the radio. Though
it's horrible. The anesthesiologist comes in and goes, it's asked about latex allergies. I'm like, no way. And she goes, well, she was the one that did the original research on it and published the article that showed amazing incidents of latex allergies. And I thought, well, never seen it.
Right.
Read it a few thousand people, never seen it.
Right.
Yeah, really? 20% of people have it?
Well, this
Go ahead
is,
and use the latex weed to treat my son. It's fine.
This is the whole thing, which is everyone in this country, at least, claims to be allergic to something. And I don't trust half of them. The ones that are going to die if I open my peanuts on the airplane. The ones who can't do the condoms. It's chocolate. It's milk. Everyone's allergic to everything. And some of them are, but
it definitely occurs. That's the
it
point.
happens. It's not to the point they'd like us to
claim,
believe.
yeah.
And so if half the people are allergic to latex and a surgeon cuts you open and he's reaching around in your viscera.
They have to use polyurethane gloves.
With his gloves. They do?
Yeah.
They have polyurethane. Well, that's right. But it seems like there'll still be more guys, more EMT guys, more emergencies.
That themselves would have it. And they're out there occasionally.
No, I mean, guys getting in a car accident, EMT guys rushing in with their latex gloves on, you would just see all these problems.
And then you have situations like Kennedy, who adopts the latex allergy theory, when in fact it may just be introducing something to the vagina that's activating all this stuff, particularly urinary tract infections, Kennedy. That's something that just occurs from having sex.
Well, what about the... I've talked to my gynecologist about it, and he referred me to a urologist because of the infections.
Yeah.
And they did all kinds of, like, IVP tomas, x-rays, that kind of thing.
And they just tell you, watch the position, take an antibiotic every time, urinate after sex, and there you go.
Yes, they did all that, and I
That's
do all
it.
that. They also found out that I had a duplex kidney.
So what?
What's that mean?
Just double calyces.
Duplex kidney?
Yes,
Yeah.
so?
All right.
Would that have anything to do with
No.
correlation between the two?
No. Nothing to do with anything.
All right. So try.
Kenny's got some energy.
Well, hold on. First off, you say it's a little bit of a hypochondriac?
I'm starting to smell sexual abuse or something.
It could have been me. I just farted.
Oh, it could be the fart. It could be that. Yeah.
Jamie and I were going at it pretty good during the break.
Smell a little
so that
stronger
may have
than
been what you
usual.
smelled. Kennedy,
Yes.
any sexual abuse in the past?
I'm not sure about that. I listen to you guys talk about, like, chronic pelvic pain and such things. I can remember not actual things happening to me, but I often find myself thinking that something happened. But then you think, you hear women say all the time, well, I don't remember, it was blocked, and I'm not, is that even logical?
Well, here's the
I'm not a
thing.
big believer in the blocked,
But the idea that you think something might be up is not a great sign.
Yeah, see, I'm a big believer, though, that you can just not remember because it was so early, but you'll still have dreams and impressions and
What about during sex?
That's the time when these things you flash back, that kind of thing. That's sort of typical of what's called the implicit memories left behind by early
I have
trauma.
flashbacks of not getting laid in high school when I'm having sex.
And man, he complains about it too.
Yeah, I'm like
telling you,
actually
it's bad.
having sex and having flashbacks of me beating off in high school at
And
my dad's house.
you think that
It's rough.
the tape of the guy being beheaded was disturbing.
This is
But
worse.
your flashbacks, Adam, did not hurt you whatsoever.
Oh, they hurt everyone. They must have hurt because everyone around him is suffering dearly.
It's everyone has to pay now.
Quite successful, though.
Literally a millionaire. Literally.
That's about 40 grand in interest.
Kennedy's
isn't it?
good. She should be part of the show all the time.
Kennedy, thanks for the setup. How's you love your dad? Everything good?
Father died when I was 6.
Of what?
Vietnam.
All right, baby doll. Well, look.
It's okay. I mean,
it's good times. I mean, it's fantastic. Cheers. No, but the thing is
Cheers, mate.
There's issues. Dad died in Nam at 6.
Yeah.
And maybe I was molested.
Unexplained pelvic pain and burning.
Things to look into. Plus, Drew's spidey sense was
the way
tingling.
she was so preoccupied about her urinary tract, having urinary tract infections after sex is a normal problem. Many, I dare say nearly most women will go through periods where they have that problem. And she's made a big deal of it, huge. And
Right.
you can feel the trauma almost. It's like, it's traumatic that she has a little
There's
poopy
energy.
burning. Yeah.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. It's funny. I was just thinking about mostly hypochondriacs, Jews. I mean, let's be honest. I love the Jews, but they focus on these things.
Focus.
And here's why the Jews are hypochondriacs. They're smarter than all of us. they actually memorize entire medical textbooks and then start thinking they have these symptoms. Whereas the Goyim, we can't be bothered with this stuff.
The Welsh are the same.
Welsh,
my mom's like that.
See, the more information you get, then you start thinking you have the symptoms you're reading about.
Yeah.
My mom phones me up and tells me I got things because she's read it somewhere.
That's nice.
Right.
And I'm like,
Really?
what? And I start to believe it. But
Welsh that way, huh?
Yeah.
But they don't go to the vagina. They go waist up, the Jews. And then it's the Goyim who was abused that goes vagina.
Interesting.
It's interesting because the
Jew goes bowel.
Jew goes bowel, slides right around the vagina, goes backside, goes bowel, and goes stomach, intestine, all that kind of stuff, the GI stuff, and then the Goyim goes vagina. Jew does not go vagina. They don't complain about the vagina. It's interesting, Drew.
Celebrate
Yes,
it. They don't complain about it.
yes. And what about being Welsh and welshing on a bet? Is that considered derogatory?
Welching, isn't it? Is it Welsh?
yeah, there's a different thing.
different
pronunciation.
culture, different thing.
thing, yeah.
What's it mean? I mean, I know what it means, but I mean, where's it come from then?
I'll try to look it up.
Yeah?
Look it up.
Go look it up.
Why didn't they make all surgeon gloves out of polyurethane then? If they know that this latex,
I would think the polyurethane is less durable
I don't know.
than the latex.
He doesn't know?
Well, you just look at latex and polyurethane. I bet the polyurethane is less durable than the latex, but and it's probably more expensive too. And sometimes some materials are harder to use in construction. Harder to seam together and that kind of stuff. All right, we're gonna take a little break. Drew's gonna look up welching on a bet and find out if it has anything to do with the band,
the Welsh.
Yeah,
Tom Jones.
We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Thank you for calling LoveLine. Your call will be answered in the order it seems interesting.
Call LoveLine. Call 1-800-LOVE-191.
Hey, everybody. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Lostprophets here tonight. Jay and Mike.
Hey.
Start something. Name of the CD. Drew was looking up welching on a bet. And maybe connected to Wales.
Maybe.
Came onto the same definition page as Welsh.
All right.
Origin, though, unknown.
Origin unknown. All right.
You should make up an origin now.
There's another site I
It could be dated to today.
Yeah. Yeah, Drew, put your name in there. You put the doctor by the origin, and then people believe it.
Yeah.
That's the way it works. All right. Let's... I really, it's always interesting to me, like paddy wagon and things like that. I love things that have good derogatory terms that have just been woven into the fabric, and people don't even know what it means anymore.
But so many of our other words and things we use are like all the way back to Egypt and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah,
we have no idea what it means.
Is that in Wales?
Yeah, well, Egypt, Wales, same thing.
That's the great
Wales
pyramids. What do you guys got over there?
Mountains.
You got no pyramids. You got
and
nothing?
rain. We got a lot of rain.
And mountains. You're building anything good over there?
Tom Jones.
Tom Jones.
We build Tom Joneses. Loads of them. We got a conveyor belt.
You just crank out
Yeah,
the
he's in every single casino you go in.
Is it what goes on over there in Wales? Is it tourism?
People beating each other up.
It used to be
wailing
mining.
on each other.
Used to be mining.
Used to be mining, yeah.
Coal
but
mining.
We're kind of in a big void created by post-industrial Wales now, and we kind of living off England, which is a shame. But we're building up our, identity again.
Yeah. And what do you guys feel like you need to really get on? I don't know, good soccer club, something like that. What's going to get you on? What's going to get you on the map?
Lostprophets.
Lostprophets. Yeah, Lostprophets.
There we go.
Well,
Music, creativity.
Here, right. Cheers.
Oh,
Cheers.
Walked
You're
into
right.
that.
Lostprophets. That's right.
There you go.
I'm sorry. I was thinking sports. Alex. Alexis.
Yeah, hi.
What's up? You're 20.
Yeah. Drew, I've called before, and Adam, I love you. You're a genius, and you get told that a lot. But, Drew, you're really funny sometimes, and I don't think that you get enough credit for your sense of humor, and so I wanted to thank you for it and acknowledge it.
Thank you, Alexis.
Yeah.
Adam certainly wouldn't do that, so somebody has to. It's not.
No, Drew's his physical comedy's the best, like the way he punches the mic inadvertently on a nightly basis.
Did Drew press the button?
Yeah, of course.
To speak to it? Yeah.
Sure. All right, Alexis.
I think I'm going to buy your book tomorrow. But I haven't gotten paid yet. I just got a job, and I go to junior college, kind of, not really.
Ooh, wow.
My book is coming out in paperback in October, cracked.
Yeah.
Good book.
Paperback.
Yeah.
All right.
When is it coming out in paperback tomorrow?
Like October, September.
Okay. All right.
But buy the hardback. Help me. Support me.
October.
The hardback, right?
Paperback.
What's the difference? Is like go down to like $13 or something like that?
I think a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think
Why? Is it just the cover that's more, or is it just a sort of symbolic whatever? All right, it's been out a year. I mean, here's what I'm saying. Is it like a piece of technology? It's like this computer's been out for a year, and now it's time to drop the price.
I don't know. I'll have to ask him. I don't know what the economics
some of it's got to be manufacturing, but double, triple the price oftentimes.
Yeah, I think
not for a piece of cardboard.
Yeah.
All right, quadruple. That's 4.
It's like a rebirth. You can re-promote it again.
Space it on the shelf or something.
But Drew, it's not quadruple, is it? I mean,
like $6 for a paperback, isn't it?
Well, I mean, most books drop down from like $24 down to like $12 or 9 something, or I don't know. I've never actually bought a book. I did see.
Maybe it's 12.
I did see a book at that big house where they keep them and they lend
bookstore?
them to people.
Oh,
no, what's that called?
Library.
But it doesn't even have the word book in it.
I know, it's weird, huh? What does
it doesn't sound
We'll call it the biblioteca. Let's call it
the biblioteca.
Yeah,
that's where they keep the bookas over there.
The bookas, the biblios.
Now, who would want to borrow a book?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Hey, you want to hear what a loser my dad is?
Yeah.
He used to rent out records from the library when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
He would actually.
You know what a record is?
A man in his 40s. A man in his 40s.
Don't know what a record is.
It's like
Does that go on a car?
It's like a CD, but it's bigger.
It's
and
vinyl.
it's made out of plastic.
Wow.
And when you leave it in the car, it melts.
Has it got
because it gets too
buttons?
hot. It's got one hole in it, and ironically, the smaller ones had bigger holes. I don't know who
You
decided.
had to put an adapter, a
Had the
plastic
45. Yeah, they had to get this
compensation thing
this
going
weird
on
little
there.
thing you had to try to snap in there.
Or you had your record player, your turntable had a weird.
Yeah, the weird adapter thing. I couldn't have someone that just made 45s that just had just a regular normal record hole in it. Is it really that huge, big size? You put your fist through it size hole. There was always some trouble. You're always missing. Hey, here's the other thing too. You would be missing that little bit that went in the middle.
Always.
So you'd have to sort of try to balance it. Maybe shove a match or something
Always
in there,
play
try to
lap
hang
side.
on to it, or it would eventually get a little out of whack. Like no one ever settled that. So 45s were around from 1931 to present day. Still haven't solved the riddle of the spacer in the middle.
Yeah.
Really? No.
I used to love the little handles that held the records and dropped them
Oh
down.
yeah,
and did
that was cool. It was high technology.
It was a good
because
sign.
it's so hard to take a record off.
Well, you'd stack them up so they could play.
Stack them,
Turn it
they'd
over,
fall.
you know.
Yeah, you could get a little stack going.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dad used to rent those.
Yeah.
Rent those out.
That's good.
Rent those out.
Yeah.
And not rent them and record them.
no.
We'd just sit there and listen
Not
to
rent
them.
them. Check them out.
I would check them out. I'm sorry. You're right. Man in his 40s. Checking out records. And by the way, records, not the most durable way to transport a sound or recreate a sound. Imagine what the ones at the library, the ones that have been there for 20 years and just lent out to junkies for 25 years. Imagine the kind of condition those would be in when you'd be listening to those. Huh? No, good times, everybody. Lostprophets here tonight. Take a quick break. Be right back.
Here it is. Bottom line, it sucks being single today. Tons of lame people and no decent prospects. Call the Dateline. Call the Dateline. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE. LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready. Ready.
Well, everyone, that's the show. Steve-O, Chris Pontius coming in from, we know him from Jackass. Coming in tomorrow night. I want to, again, tell everyone that the Lost Prophets are going to be over at the House of Blues on Friday, the 14th. That is this Friday.
Yep.
Tickets only $14. Almost nothing by today's dollar rate. The name of the album, Start Something, is out. Go get it. Jamie, Mike, thanks a lot.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
We'll see you here real soon. Until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo. Look, that's disturbing.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.